We're good.
I would like to start the podcast now. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't take damage.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 6, Behind the Scenes podcast. I'm Nick.
I'm Adam.
I am me.
And we're here this episode to talk to you about The Flash. Not the comic book Flash, but the Flash that's on both the televisions, the interwebs, and the films. Todd, would you like to... What are you doing?
Is that a harness? Are you doing BDSM?
Is that a sex toy?
This is Nick's GoPro. The head mount thing.
So you're putting on my GoPro head mount thing with no GoPro.
Well, it's over there.
I know. It's working at the moment.
Yes.
Okay. Todd, why don't you enlighten them on the news that you just told us?
No, Zack Snyder's stupid.
That. But, I mean, we all know that. If you could elaborate some more on that.
He says there's not going to be a quick, witty Flash. It's going to be Barry Allen, but he's going to be all dark and sober and stuff, and that is not Barry Allen.
And Todd and I have discussed on many occasions how Barry Allen, the Flash character in general, regardless of what character's playing him, is usually an upbeat, funny person, especially the Barry Allen Flash. The Jay Garrick Flash is, your super, your hero guy. He was upbeat and confident and all that. Your Barry Allen dude was really funny, witty, kind of like Spider-Man or Ant-Man almost.
Yeah.
We were also just talking about the season 2 finale of
But we
The
can't
Flash.
talk about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I've seen the season 1 finale, and that was a pretty big cliffhanger.
News.
Yeah, but we cannot talk about it because Adam hasn't seen it, so we don't want to spoil anything, and we don't want to really spoil anything for you guys either. Even though by the time this episode will air, it premiered probably a month ago. But let's just start off right. Let's start off talking about the television version of The Flash done by Greg Berlanti and those guys over there at the CW. Really, really awesome character. Really well done television show.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Grant Gustin stars as Flash, as Barry Allen's Flash. Does an amazing job. Season 1, your main antagonist was Eobard Thawne, a.k.a. the Reverse Flash, a.k.a. Harrison Wells.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning, by the way.
Yeah. Season 2, Zoom. You don't know about Zoom yet. You will. That's not a big spoiler.
No spoilers beyond this point because we can't spoil it for Adam.
Yes, but season 2.
This thing is weird.
It is. I don't know why you're.
They're like grips on the inside, but they don't do anything.
The biggest thing about, I guess if you're bald, it would. The biggest thing about the Flash television show is just that, to me, I don't know about you, Todd, how you feel about it, but it portrays the Flash
the way he should be portrayed.
The way he should be portrayed.
Quick, witty, but also has a pretty sad background.
Yeah.
But he deals with that, and he's like a beacon of hope type guy.
Yeah. But then you have...
And he has his drama moments, but...
Well, as every superhero should.
But he's also very lighthearted and happy. Despite his darker past. Because he's got the whole, superhero syndrome where something very deadly usually happens to one, if not both, of his parents. In this case, one.
Well.
But...
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, technically you could say both parents because his father goes to prison.
Yeah.
But the, I don't know. Like, I knew The Flash was going to be bad when I saw Batman v Superman. I knew it was bad. And they showed, like, a small clip of him looking through files or something about heroes Luthor had found or something. People with superpowers. And he looked like a homeless guy who would rob an alcohol store instead of The Flash. That is not what Barry Allen looks like. Yeah. That's not how... He's not dark. I'm not talking about this. I'm done.
Todd, when we were talking about what we're going to do for this episode, Todd really didn't want to talk about it. Adam and I were the only ones that really wanted to talk about it because Todd, I think, is kind of fed up with Zack Snyder at this point. We've talked in previous podcasts and previous episodes about, or specifically my hatred for Zack Snyder, just in general. And I don't hate the man. I hate his style. I don't like how he carries out films, and this is a perfect example of what should not happen and what happens when you don't meet fan expectation.
You can't take an established character and call it your spin on it when you completely make a new character and give it the same name and powers.
Exactly.
It's not that he's bad people, he's just terrible people.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
If you want to do dark, angsty superhero movie, create your own dark, angsty superhero.
Or stick with Batman. I mean,
Batman isn't even that dark and angsty. He cracks jokes.
He does, but he's still dark.
The animated series Batman is the best Batman.
Yeah. I don't even watch the Batman movies.
Dark Knight is okay, but I grew up on the animated series Batman. I loved it.
Don't get me wrong, I did too. The animated series Batman is absolutely amazing. And I still watch most of those Batman animated films that DC puts out. And let me just, side note, DC's animated films are really, really good. Like, really, really well done.
Most of their characters work better with animated stuff.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, Christopher Nolan's Batman and Christian Bale's Batman is the best one, The Dark Knight. But I've always preferred live action over animation. Now I get the crown.
Just moving.
It moved from head to head. We don't have lice, do we? Because we do.
I mean, if I do,
don't worry, we don't.
It doesn't have a lot of space.
I should have brought the silly hats again.
But I mean, The Flash. We've all. We've all fallen in love. Todd just went and got a paper mache penguin, for those of you listening. We all love The Flash. We all care about The Flash. We all, and we talked about this, I think at some other point, maybe in some other video, that scene where Lex Luthor transforms into The Flash.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Well, at least this day isn't a total bust. I get to find out if The Flash just takes the mask. I was like,
I have no
idea who this is. Yeah.
I love it.
And the other day I went and watched that scene and I died laughing when I saw it.
There you go, Adam. Have a penguin.
But I mean, The Flash he's your everyday guy. He's nobody perfect. He's nobody. He's not your perfect superhero by far. He is just a regular dude trying to do what's best by Central City. And the television Flash does exactly that. You've got the television Flash. Oh my gosh. You've got the television Flash. You've got Joe West, Iris West, Wally West. You don't know about Wally yet, Adam.
I don't. Oh, is he Kid Flash-ish?
I mean,
Wally West.
Watch the second season.
In the comics,
I remember Wally from.
This isn't a spoiler. In the comic,
Young Justice.
In the comic books, Wally West is the Flash after Barry Allen, to my understanding.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's not at that point in the season yet. Wally West is introduced as a character.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any powers yet.
I have seen him in Young Justice though, and
actually, I think it goes Barry, Bart, then Wally.
I thought it was over. I thought Bart was Barry's grandchild, and Wally.
I think Bart is later.
Okay, so it's
because
Barry, Wally, Bart.
Yeah,
Barry, Wally, Bart.
I think so.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh,
dear God. Here, have a bunny.
He doesn't level the penguin like we do.
I don't want one. They keep handing me these paper mache beings that I don't want to touch. Anyway,
I don't know what this is.
I don't either.
No, lizard, maybe gecko.
Have you seen Batman vs Superman?
You can save 15% or more on car insurance. Batman
not
vs. No, I have not seen that yet.
It's a waste of time.
I mean, we had an entire episode about it.
I hear it's either really good or really bad.
No, it is not really good. It will never be really good. Shut up.
Depending on what you do.
No, not depending on anything. It sucks.
Did I tell you I saw it?
Did you?
I sat down and saw it.
Did you regret it?
I didn't even finish it.
I told you.
I watched the scene with Wonder Woman, and after that, I just
told you skip 2 hours in.
I do want to see a movie.
I tried to watch the beginning, didn't care anything about the middle, skipped the middle. I got about 30 minutes in, skipped the middle, went to that scene, watched that scene.
I agree with Bernie from Rooster Teeth on this. No one wants to see Batman's origin story ever again.
No.
Not until the next generation.
It's been done over and over again. It's like, come on, people, we understand.
Unless you're going to do something wacky with it, like suddenly Flash travels back in time and saves Batman's parents and changes the timeline. That's the only reason you should show it.
Yeah, I would like to see movies about like all these alternate Batman endings. Like, do you know about
And the universe where Flash goes back and say, this isn't spoiled because it's in the comics, and if you don't know that, then I don't care. I don't even know if this is actually technically comics. I know there's an animated feature film about it, where they reset the world to the New 52 world. But Flash goes back, saves his mother. This causes a chain of events that causes Batman, Bruce Wayne.
It resets the multiverse.
Bruce Wayne dies, and instead his parents become either the Joker for his mother or a different kind of Batman for his father. And the Flash travels back to the present, and the world's all messed up, and he has to travel back in time and fix it again, and doing that resets the multiverse.
Yeah, I would like to see a movie more about that.
That would be several movies. That would encompass several movies.
Yeah.
But you're right, I would like to see that as well. What the hell is that?
I don't know. It's looking at me, though.
Or about the scenario where Batman's the Joker. I don't exactly know how it goes, so I can't really explain it,
But yeah. We've also received, I forgot to tell you this, Todd. Somebody also asked us one day we need to do a spoiler cast involving the...
Continue.
Involving Game of Thrones, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow.
Well, the Game of Thrones is going to have to be those two.
Yes, because Todd is not caught up.
I'm not entirely caught up either, though.
But see, at least you've seen some of it, though.
I've seen some of it.
He's seen no.
I've seen season.
Okay, Todd just keeps piling these paper mache things in front of us. So on that note, we're going to end episode 6 of Behind the Scenes. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on SoundCloud, listen to the audio version of this podcast on iTunes for free. Subscribe to us there. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And in the meantime, guys, I'm Nick, and we'll see you all later on. Bye. We're going to be creating a lot more content over the summer. And in the meantime, Todd, take it away. We gotta start this thing off right.
What is this? A dialogue?
Oh, no.
People make some weird shit.